subdivision, littoral region of Cameroon. We this evening are going to be discussing with a family that God blessed with quadruplets who have been living out here in the nation's economic capital at Douala and are in their need of assistance. It's not been easy. They're going to be telling us how the conception process actually took place and how they have been able to survive since bringing forth four young, very handsome guys who are with me in the studio. I don't know if you can. I am here in the company of four very handsome children that this family is blessed with. But they find it very difficult to survive. They are here with us and they're going to be sharing their experience, and the essence for tonight's edition of the program is for somebody out there watching this program this evening to be touched to reach out to the family. And I'm going to be introducing them and also say that we are very sorry for the late start to tonight's edition of Prime. We make machines at times they play fast on us. So we are accompanied this evening by Madame Kimen Emedine Aya, who is the mother of these quadruplets, 4 boys. Good evening, and we are happy to have you for the first time on Prime. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Doing well. The kids also are doing well?
Yes, they are doing very well.
Okay, Madame Kimen Emedine is accompanied by the husband, Mr. Tamfu Polycarp, who is with us in the studio. Good evening, Mr. Tamfu. Glad to have you.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. We'll start with when did you discover that you were blessed with quadruplets, and how did you follow up the process to bringing them forth to this earth? I don't know who starts. You. Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you. I discovered on the day of the operation because when I did ecography showed 3.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
So when we were going for the operation, we knew that we will give birth to triplets. So on the day of the operation, as they were removing the children, they removed the first one, the second one, the third one, and when the doctor went in to do some cleaning, he discovered that something touched his hand, and he said, "There's another child. There's another child." I myself, I thought it was a joke until when he removed the child. So it was a surprise to us, to all of us, both the doctor and I.
Now, when you discovered that you were expecting triplets, were you prepared for it? Did you have? Yeah, explain how did you react when you got news or information that you were expecting triplets, and how were you going to manage the situation?
I was very disturbed because it was not easy. It was not easy for me because I was struggling to have things for one baby. So when I got to the hospital and they told me that I will be giving birth to triplets, it was a difficult moment for me because things were not moving with me, with my husband. So that day I was very disturbed. Yes, because I did not know how I'm going to start, and I did not know what to do. So it was a very difficult moment for me.
Okay, it was difficult when you got information. Mr. Tamfu, you got your wife impregnated and you were expecting either a boy or a girl, one child.
One child.
When she went for the ecography and was told that you guys were going to have triplets, what was your reaction and how did you prepare to receive them?
That time I was worried. That time I did bush, I did work for bush.
Okay.
I make timber, I did work bush with area. So they really disturbed me. So I try for carry plan when I feel very small money. They will call me, say don't go because they see 3 picking. At times I just fall sick, go away no be me. Yes. So I'll be try try to take a little money I get. I get only 50,000. I send it the 50,000. They will go born. They will discuss in a 4 picking. So that never give me no nothing. I put them support me.
So you say you be carrying a plank for bush, and you expect Madam go born one
picking. Yes.
Then he tell you say
not three.
You struggle raise 50,000 send am for you.
Yeah.
But that way one go born.
Now 4 picking come.
Yes, but triplets already. You knew that you were going to be operated upon, and God did not have money. No. How did it go for you to undergo the operation and having 4 kids? How did you receive them?
Well, they told me at 7 months. I did the ecography at 7 months. Okay. They told me that I'm carrying 3, so they can only give me like 2 to 3 weeks to get prepared. So within those 2 to 3 weeks, he raised the 50,000 francs.
Okay.
As he raised the 50,000 francs, I went to the doctor and I told the doctor that what I can afford is just the 50,000 francs. I don't know how, because the doctor said that the operation will be 350,000. Then I said, okay, I went with 50,000 francs. It was not, the doctor refused. I came back and I explained to my spiritual mother, for which she called the attention of her husband. Yes. Because she was waiting for me the day that I was supposed to be operated. She was waiting for me that we should go. So that day the money was not enough. We tried all we could try. It was not enough. So as she came to see me now, I explained the situation to her, and she told her husband. So her husband now had to added 100,000 francs to the money, and they themselves went and begged the doctor that the doctor should operate, that he should operate me. Yes, that, and the doctor asked them that what if at the end of the day he removed the 3 children successfully, and they don't pay the remaining bills, and he said that he will be responsible, that doctor should write his name. That's my spiritual father, the Reverend Evangelist Ben Awabi. Yes, he said that if at the end of the day they don't pay, doctor should write his name, that he will be responsible. So what he wants is that they should operate me and remove the children, and he knows that after the operation the money will come. Yes. So he added 100,000 francs to the 50,000 that we are having, and we deposited the 150,000. And the doctor went through. The doctor went in for the operation. Yes. And after that, I don't know, Mr. Tamfu, where you guys were living in an apartment, a studio, or how were you going to receive these children home? Living in the studio. The studio. So that time now, that was born the picking. Then my control it for US. They go find with big house. They say we'll never go without picking on the house, because the house to be small without picking them. So now we control it for US, where they pay with the house who did it now. So we'll take the picking, they go there. Okay. So after people that contribute money, they pay house. Go now they stay there now. Yes. For 2 years now. For 2 years. Okay. Okay, they pay them for 2 years. It never expire. It will expire no, it will expire in 11 months. In 11 months time. Yes. Okay. Months time. So they picking them when I stay with them for apartment for Bonaberry. Bonaberry, so carry time. Okay. Wow. So sleeping rooms. What do you do now? Nah, I don't do nothing now, because I don't feel come up for us, because no man no they look how they picking them. Now only we do, so you know fit. I will not get money for take any house help. So I just dey as and the money go do now some job they come.
Every man I get 2,000, 3,000 they cook.
The local chantier?
Yeah, they go chantier, they do small job them.
Okay.
Come back, yes. So I feel receiving 3,000 what if you cook they make the chop.
As for Madam, you know, if you do not because again will stay with this picking. For the picking, how old are they?
They are 1 year, 1 month.
1 year, 1 month.
1 year, 1 month. How have you been surviving to feed them? Because your husband can't really do something serious, and you are also held down by the kids.
When I gave birth to them, some people of goodwill, they supported us. So from the money they supported us, we removed some and paid the hospital bills. Then the remaining of the money took us for at least 7 months. Yes, and some of the gifts that they gave us. So we have just been surviving. If he goes out and brings something, we'll manage. And some people, one time they can just surprise and send you 10,000, 5,000. So that's how we have been managing.
Okay, so we are doing this program because this family actually were expecting one girl or a boy. They were told that after echography she had triplets, but at the end of the day they got a quadruplet, and they have been surviving. She cannot walk because she has to take care of these kids. He also is not involved in any serious business because he has to assist. So we thought that we should have them in the studio tonight, so that if you are touched and you think that you can come to their assistance in any way possible, please, you will get to us and we'll reach out to them. And but so far people have been assisting you, and you say that your house rent has been paid for some time. And what is the real problem you are faced with now?
The real problem I'm faced with now is they are feeding their diapers. Because you know their diapers, when you are removing one, you are removing 4 at a time. Yes, their diapers, because to wash napkins with them, it means your hands will really need to be in minute by minute you'll be in water. So the problem we are facing now is their diapers and their feeding.
Okay, feeding and diapers.
Diapers, yes.
That is the core problem you are facing now?
The core problem we are facing now.
Okay. And what quantity of diapers can they use in a month?
They use 1 packet of diaper. They use 1 packet of diaper a week. Yes. 1 packet.
Okay. They use, which means that they use 4 a month.
4 a month. Yes.
4 a month. Now, this situation. So, what's the plan for do? You just be helpless. You wait until when they big before you think of something serious. How person will help you?
I the plan. If I get any work in town here, I feel work. If person help me get any kind of work, I feel work the work. Because for me, I will tell you if I don't get work, when they reach the 1 year 6 months, I better go back for bush where they try to carry plan. But if I get any work, if they make me, I feed them, I will work the work.
So you say if you don't get no work, you go carry plan for bush. When you go carry plan, how long will you stay for bush?
I mean, how is 1 month, 2 weeks.
You go be 1 month, 2 weeks for bush?
Yeah.
Where you go stay 1 month, 2 weeks for bush? You go stay with who?
The probably hold the first and also. Now why? I know if he come over here. So I find any work, if you work, down here.
Any work if you work now, which kind of work? You no get hand work?
I get hand work, but do not furniture. Then I don't do driving. Yes. I get driving license.
You will do furniture. Why you stop her? You go start carry plan for bush.
I do furniture for Southwest. The entire transfer carrier. The system for Southwest, and not the one for do all here. Yes, man can give you command, but do all the work keep us here. Yeah. That works always, man, they can give you command, give you advance. You work, you can pay. But do wala, you more work, put on me, they can buy. So I don't be get capital.
So your future now, I say, when this is speaking, they reach 1 year, 6 months, you go back to bush. You go stay for 1 month for bush. Then this woman, who will you be living with? If he goes back to the bush?
My mother was going to the village, so when he goes back, I'll be living with my junior sister and the rest of the children.
Do you have other kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. This is not your first?
No, this
No.
is another face.
They have other brothers and sisters? How many?
This were my number 5th born. I was giving birth the 5th time.
Wow.
So the fourth time was twins.
Twins.
So
I first of all gave birth to 3 children. So I wanted to give birth to the 4th child. They were twins. So the 5th now quadruplets.
So you have 10 kids?
9.
9.
9 kids. Are you planning to have more?
No.
Wow.
Even the 5th time, it came as a surprise.
Okay. Now, so many persons have helped you so far.
Yes.
Are you keeping a good relationship with them? Are you updating them on how these children are faring?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You call them.
We call them. We discuss from time to time.
Okay. So, if you're watching the program and you feel that you are blessed, BT Media Foundation wants to come to their assistance and think that they need help. When would they?
When they will be 3 years.
And you need assistance till then.
Yes.
How do you cope to feed these children? Because now I thought you had just these 4, but you have 5 others in the house. How do you feed them?
We just manage. Say we are just struggling.
Wow. Oof, the situation is really made more complex now, knowing that you guys have the 9 kids and not 9 kids are not just 4. You want person to come to your assistance to provide. You said it's what?
Feeding their food.
Diapers and feeding. That is what they need. But above that, how can someone really help you that will make you take care of these kids? Because by 10 packets,
10 packets,
going
it was
to get
going
finished.
to get finished. Yes.
They give food or a
Yes.
bag of rice is going to get finished. How can someone really help you?
I think,
Sustainably.
yes. I think if now that I'm in the house like this, if someone can help me maybe to start up a business, I will be very happy.
If someone can help you to start up a business, you'll be very happy.
Yes.
What type of business?
Dry food.
Huh?
Dry food is rice, red, all those.
Speak out now, so that people should listen. People are
Yes, I
watching
said
you.
dry food like rice, beans, corn. Yes, because they are the things that I can be selling even in the house. Red oil. Yes.
Have you done that before? What were you doing before having this kids?
I was a teacher.
Well,
I was a energy school teacher.
business.
Business.
How will you cope? Do you have business experience?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us. You did business where? When?
When I was teaching, I used to buy corn from Fumbot. Yes, I used to buy corn from Fumbot to sell here. So I have the experience.
That's it for business, but for me, I don't know business. So I can only ask you to go and buy the thing then, bring here, need to sell. But for me, I know.
You say you be driver. You don't drive outside?
No, I drive around town, no, so I drive go far away.
Huh?
Taxi.
You don't drive taxi for. So you don't get that now. You know the talk say if person want help you, may he help you, make you make you do your driving. Say you want to leave this woman with 9 picking them. You go back for bush, go carry plank. Money they for plank. Where the carry plank? Did you ever bring money for house?
Money no dey.
Madam, how is it say you want to go back for go carry plank?
No, I no be told I say I want to go back. Go, I don't find the work. Tire. The last option, I don't find the work.
Since they find the work, even the taxi for Siam,
yeah,
you know, be there. So we did talk say, it just wait. Say when this children, when they get some kind, when they get some age, it will better they go back for bush, they come back.
Synchronization. Anyway, please check the synchronization. Sound and image not matching out there. This one says, then I will set the key to the house of David, okay? Therefore, I decree that you guys are not going to lack again. So somebody is praying for you people. Hoping that, but tell me, how strong are you also in church? Because when you are in their need, you pray for God to send supernatural blessings and maybe open doors. Are you strong in church?
Yes, I'm very strong in church. I'm a deaconess in church.
Okay. Which church?
Believers Outreach Ministries.
Out there in Bonaberi?
In Bonaberi.
Okay, deaconess. I'm sure the church has also helped you people.
Yes. As I was telling you that my father in the Lord, the Reverend Evangelist Ben Awabi, is the man who went to the hospital and pleaded with the doctor after adding some money to the one I was having. Yes, he pleaded with the doctor that the doctor should operate. They should operate me that, and if after the operation and we don't pay the bills, he will be responsible.
How long did you stay in the hospital?
But I stayed there for 2 months.
Okay.
Yes.
And who paid the bills? You stay in the hospital for 2 months?
2 months. We paid the bills from the money people bless us with.
Okay. But I believe the doctor of that same hospital assisted them so much.
He assisted in talking to people because he was talking to his friends that this is what has happened, and many of his friends came to our aid.
Okay. So if you are really watching this program, they have 4 children, and we are now told that they have 9 kids to take care of. Mr. Tamfu is not doing anything serious. He goes out for shanty work. If he's blessed with 2,000 or 3,000, that is what he uses to take care of the 9 kids. The wife can actually not work because she's home with 9 children to take care of. So if you are touched this night, get to me, or you get to the number that is on your screen, and then we are going to get you connected to them for you to bless them and tell us how you can help them, because what we really need is assistance. BT Media Foundation wants assistance, not just the food and drink, but to help them sustainably. Mr. Tamfu actually needs something. If you have a contribution to send, please just get to Mr. Leo, or you get connected to them after the program and see how together we can assist them. The other children, what are they doing now? How old are they?
The first child is 16 years. He's in secondary school. The second, 13 years, still in secondary school. The third is 9 years in primary school, class 5. And the fourth, the twins, they are in age 1. They are 4 years old.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Leo. I want to appreciate you and the team for the wonderful job you are doing. May the Lord open the doors for our mom and dad in the studio for the mighty gifts of lives. I'm Panken Yafe, writing from Bangulan. So you are struggling to see how to survive with these kids. The brothers and sisters are already in secondary school. The twins, how old are they?
They are 4 years old.
4 years. It means they're just starting school also.
Yes, they're in age 1.
Wow. Can imagine how difficult it is for you. But what is the plan you have for your life now? after having these kids? What is the future?
The future,
Like you say, you want to do business.
yes, I want to do business because I saw that even if going back to school to teach, it would be very difficult for me to maybe get up in the morning and prepare 4 children before going to school very early in the morning. So I saw that the better if I should engage myself in a business, that if I get up, I will be able to prepare them, go and keep them, then I'll be able to go and take them back so that I will take more care of them. Yes, because if they are at this their early age, I'm still going back to school, then I will not have enough time to take care of them and be effective in my teachings. So that's why I prefer to do something else.
Okay, you prefer to do business.
Business.
What is the best thing that if someone were to say, what is the best thing you would want to do that you think is going to help you and also provide you with time to take care, assist madam, to take care of these kids?
Driving. Yes, I can drive. So I'll come back to us and take madam.
Okay, so the best, your biggest prayer is for someone to offer you the opportunity to drive. Okay, so we hope that you are watching the program and have gotten the plight. We are hoping that you reach out to us so that we reach out to them and turn their lives around. If you are touched, please, if you are touched, please do well to get to us so that we can together turn their stories around. We pray that the business that we are praying for is going to come to pass. And then he also says he wants to do driving, and that somebody is going to be touched watching this program tonight and is going to call and provide him with the opportunity to drive. And now, you say you are not planning to have more kids?
No.
How will you stop? Because you may just say so and accidentally it happens. You say you're not expecting it. But what are the measures you take so far?
I went for family planning.
Okay. And you're sure?
By the grace of God.
How supportive has your family been since this happened to you?
They have been supporting me with food stuff. Yes. They have been supporting.
Okay, they come and visit you?
Yes, they come and visit. They come and give a helping hand, especially when they were still small. Yes, from time to time they will come and give a helping hand to take care of them. Because when they were still small, it was not also easy to really take care of them. So they were really supportive.
So thankful. How your friends, how they don't help you for your situation and your family, how they don't help you?
They don't help me. They send me money, they help me small money. My friend, they support me money. My family, they support money. Plus, now they call sometimes. I just send me 10,000, 20,000. So my friend, and so they support me. But take care for the picking them.
Okay, we more time we go separate with the essence and say one more una come for TV, una can talk, make people then listen to una, and we hope say they will reach out for we to see how we change una situation around for the best, so that this speaking then if we grow well, if we go school, and say una to build around for take care for them. So we want to say thank you for coming, Madam Kimeng Yemedi.
Thank you to say thank you. I also want to say thank you for inviting me. Yes, I'm grateful.
And we also want to say thank you to Mr. Tamfu Polika for coming.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
We are going to be continuing with the program very shortly with the National President of the Popular Action Party, who came all the way from Yaoundé this night to be part of Prime Hour. After the break. Welcome back. You're watching Prime on my Media Prime TV. Like I announced earlier, we are going this time around be having an exclusive interview with the National President of the Popular Action Party, Mr. Nsungkikang Dennis, who is in the studio with me to talk about the plans, the big plans they have for the party, and especially next year when elections come on. We are glad to have you on Prime, Mr. Nsungkikang Dennis.
Thank you very much, Mr. KUM Leonard. It's my pleasure being here. I really appreciate the platform you always give to the Popular Action Party. Most of my communicants always use this platform to see how they could share their own one or two way in nation building. It's my pleasure, and I'm very happy to be here to be part of the program.
Okay, the party is working strong, I'm sure, and for the past year, last year and this year, you've been on the field encouraging persons to get themselves registered.
Yes.
With ELECAM. Why this strong attachment to wanting to see people vote next year?
Yes, you know, the Popular Action Party, we have been a victim of circumstances that we were not prepared. Since 2000 and the last election that the Popular Action Party took part in was in 2011. That's the presidential election where my predecessor, Justice Ayapo, came fifth out of 23. And then we also took part in the municipal and parliamentary election in 2013. So since then, I think the objective of every political party is to participate in elections. So with the circumstances that we were faced in line with the crisis that really affected the Northwest and the Southwest, which has to do with our bastion of support, really affected the party. So this time around, we took into ourselves to take up that challenge, to prepare very well in 2000 and the coming election 2025, to prepare our people, to prepare our mind that the Popular Action Party is back. So we don't want a situation where people attacked of not preparing well, and they want to claim victory when they never prepared or prepared their militants to participate in the election. So we took back that bull by the horns. We have touched almost all the nooks and crannies in the Northwest and the Southwest to sensitize people to go out massively to register, because we cannot sit back and keep on complaining. It is true that the electoral system is poor, but we have done all what it takes to push the government to change things, to change the electoral code, but they are adamant, and we know they have always used it as a rigging machinery. But we need to dance to that tune, and we can pass through that same, we can use that same mechanism to effectuate change. I think if the people decide and really stand by their actions, I think there is no government that can be more than the people.
So far, how has it been going? You have been on the field for the whole of last year, and as we speak, I saw some of your guys at ELECAM in Boya today.
Yes.
How has it been?
Yes, I want to really thank the team PAP that has been doing a lot in the Southwest, because the recommendations that I always receive from the ELECAM has been very, very encouraging. They have been to Limbe, they have been to, regularly in Boya. Presently, the last time they were in Tico, but presently I will also accompany them to sensitize and intensify the campaign in Tico. Some targeted areas in Tico. From there, we'll go to Limbe. But I don't want to limit it only at level of Boya, because one thing I like about the Boya, because they have been very, very consistent. Even I also led a team in Yaoundé. It is the team in Yaoundé has been doing a wonderful job. The former Secretary General Leonard Fabrice and his team, they are in Yaoundé 6. I am leading my own team in Yaoundé 5. And in Yaoundé 4, the President Secretary General Engineer Elvis is also leading another team in Yaoundé 4. So I think with the days ahead, we are going to see how we intensify the level of Bamen Dada's Mezam. I think there's a young man there who is leading the team there, Salman. He has been very, very active, irrespective of the security challenges that reign in that area. I think we are doing our best to see how we intensify the sensitization. I think that in the days ahead, we are going to expatiate our effort, our energy to make sure that all the other areas in Cameroon are part of it. I recently saw how even in Bonaberi, I think I saw images of Lena and other civil society actors very active. I think I was very impressed with that. So I think it's an initiative that almost everybody is on board. It's not an issue of just political parties, but
now almost everybody is pushing for massive voter registration. What elections are you preparing for?
Yes, we are preparing elections, the elections that will be organized as per the Constitution. We know that as per the Electoral Code and per the Constitution, the elections are supposed to be organized in February or latest March. That is the municipal and parliamentary. And in October or latest November, we are supposed to be having the presidential. So the Popular Action Party is fully prepared in any of the elections that will be organized, and we already have people burning up to take part and occupy those political institutions that go through elections.
So the Popular Action Party, as we speak, in driving for massive voter registration, is preparing for municipal, parliamentary,
as well as
presidential elections. Have you already earmarked persons to run, or is there a mechanism that you are putting in place to select a person?
Yes. We at that level we have had a lot of people requesting to use the party's platform. We have both militants as well as sympathizers and people of the civil society who have really reached to the Popular Action Party that the way they are looking at the party is a replica of their aspirations, and they have requested that with time they will probably want to use the platform of the party to stand in for the various elective positions. At the level of the presidential, well, our constitution is clear on that also those militants that fulfill the basic fulfillments, some basic considerations as per the party, can stand in to participate in who will represent the party in the presidential elections. I think there is already a commission that is there that maybe if everything moves on well, our convention that is coming up will be able to present a presidential candidate.
Okay.
To the party.
A presidential candidate is going to be presented. That is information that we are giving out to the public on this platform, that at the end of the convention we're going to know the presidential candidate for Popular Action Party. But now, when we say you are getting ready, set up for municipal and parliamentary elections, is it possible for the Popular Action Party to field candidates across the nation, or you are doing targeting politicking, that is strategizing to go for places where you are sure, also given the resources available to?
Well, it is true that what you just raised, the resources available at our disposal for now, we are targeting particular areas, except the party that claims, the party that uses government mechanisms to expatiate their portraits or their prowess, like the CPDM, because they are very close to the state party and so on. I think it's difficult for a political party to really say they will be able to really cover the entire region,
the entire nation,
pardon. But I think there is no party that will say they don't have their bastion of support. It is their bastion of support that gives you the force to penetrate the entire nation. I think the Popular Action Party for now, their bastion of support is in the Northwest, the Southwest. Maybe we have areas like in Littoral, some areas in Littoral and in the center.
Region, yeah.
But that notwithstanding, we cannot also limit our force when we have someone in the far north or in the east or wherever that feels that the ideology and the objective of the party is in line with what he thinks, takes over the baton and then thinks that with that, with his mobilization and the force that he has. But I believe that our targeted areas now are mostly in our bastion of support, which is the Northwest, Southwest, maybe Littoral, and the center region.
Okay. When you are planning for elections and for so many years now, the people, Cameroonians as a whole, have been clamoring for a coalition to be set in place so that they are sure that energies and resources are not wasted. Why is it difficult for you people to present that coalition to Cameroonians?
I think it's an overstatement. There is no mechanism or there is no parameter that has been put that says that for opposition to win, they must go into a coalition. Okay. I don't know where such ideas and doctrines are emanating that opposition must come together. We hear the fact that we have opposition. Every opposition party has an agenda. They have their objective. They have what they stand. There are others who are in federalism. There are others who are for decentralization. Others who are unionists and all the like. So not the fact that we have the opposition, we don't have the same objective or the same agenda in our political projects. Mm-hmm. So to me, it is not an obligation that opposition parties must come together to form a coalition before they can face and challenge the regime. If we had a good electoral system, a good electoral code, credible, transparent and fair, why not? In Senegal, we never saw any coalition of opposition coming together before they could send out the party in power. And again, when those are some of the things that make even the coalition that even paralyzes some of the opposition, because we need, as of now, it is difficult to identify who that opposition party we can really rely on, because most of the opposition party that use the word opposition, most of their stands are pro-regime stand. So we have never seen that radical stand that we say of opposition that I can really boast of, that this is an opposition party. So I can barely count real radical opposition party in this country. I can barely count just 3 or 4. The rest that pass for opposition are satellite opposition under the regime. So no, and that is why the regime keeps on preaching. As of now, the party that needs coalition is the CPDM, because for now they don't even know who will even represent. They don't even know their candidate for now. No. They are still working on whether it will be their natural candidate that we don't know. They don't know. So everything is still for the opposition. I believe all the opposition parties already have they are already preparing. They already have who they are going to represent, and they are prepared, very well prepared. They are in the terrain, sensitizing their militants to go and register massively. If you can look, the manner of sensitization in the field is mostly carried out by members of the opposition, not even the ruling party, to tell that the opposition is really prepared. We must not go in for a coalition. Of course, the alliances, we have so many alliances. We can go in for an alliance, but mostly no, not go in for. When you say we must not go for a coalition, it's not is it possible for a party to go solo and beat the CPDM as we speak? Well, it is very, very possible, because to the best of my knowledge, the CPDM as per se is as just an association of people coming together for a common interest, but not a common objective. That's what I see the CPDM. An association of people coming together for a common interest, but not a common objective. As I can bet you, there are so many CPDM that had called in code that preaching CPDM, they don't even know even the project of what the CPDM stands for. If you see a mayor or a parliamentarian who calls himself a representative of the people a CPDM member, even if he goes to the field to campaign, what did he say? He doesn't tell you about his project or what about the CPDM. What comes in his mouth is start calling you by the President Paul Biya, like what the President Paul Biya says and all the like. That is the only thing that the song that the CPDM members or CPDM leader militants know in their mind. So it is very, very possible if you have a credible electoral code, transparent election and all the lights, CPDM will have nothing to carry on. And I bet you, even with this a porous electoral code that we still have, 2025 is the end of the CPDM.
Now, you say a candidate is going to be selected to represent the PAP at the end of the convention that's going to be taking place next month.
Yeah.
In
Boya. Down in Boya, yes.
In Boya.
At a parliamentary, some people call parliamentary law, parliamentary flag.
Yes. You are going to win the presidential elections. It requires mobilizing Cameroonians from across 10 regions. Does the PAP has what it takes to do that, or the PAP is going to work with others?
Yes, that is where I come now. Yes, because you were talking about coalition before you win. You can talk about alliance. I prefer to use that word. Okay. Yes, we are working in alliance with so many parties, political parties that we've been working on. I think we have an alliance with the MPSC of Abubakar Siddiqui. It's an alliance that we have been working. I think you can, from the images you can see, that's where we formed that alliance with Siddiqui of the Grand North. And we are still very much open. We have a loose alliance with the CRM. The CRM party is a party that we have had working relations together for quite a long time now. So there is the possibility that we can still form a good alliance, even with the CRM, of which we have been working, had a good, very close working relationship with the CRM for a very long time. I think for now, those two political parties are parties that we have had a long-standing relationship. That notwithstanding, we are also looking for other avenues where we can also form strong alliances with other political parties to see how we could come out with a strong force and be able to conquer the system.
So you are going to be running for...
That's why I use the word, yes, I use the word an alliance, yes, not a coalition. Yes.
The PAP is going to be running for presidential elections next year. You are very sure of the mobilization you've done so far, and which is going to continue, intensify them.
Yes.
Now, you issued a press release announcing that the Popular Action Party is free to announce its highly anticipated National Council Convention to both national as well as international community, scheduled to take place from the 21st to 22nd of June 2024 at the Boya Parliamentary Lodge, which is also called the Flat, in the Southwest region. Now, why the convention now? Is this the very first, or we have had previous ones?
Well, I can say we have not had previous ones, but we have had some sort of a council, a coming of council members that meet, like a gathering, not really a convention, but a gathering where they convene all council members of the Popular Action Party, where they meet. We have had those meetings on many occasions, even with my predecessor, even the last time we had it here in Boya. But this convention is a different perspective. That is why I said the objective is to rebuild back the structure and see how we could get very close to our militants and rekindled the spirit of the party back in our militants, who for some time now they have been discouraged, and with the crisis plaguing the two regions and other related crises, most of our militants have really been like, wow, our party, how is it? It's true, they have been, but it's a way to like have that close relationship with our militants, as probably our bastion of support, which is our Northwest and the Southwest. So it is in that light that I felt that we should organize something like a convention, so that all those militants that we had from 2010, when Justice Ayapol took over the command, right up to now, they should be aware that PAP is back and will be having that closeness, that relationship where we could share and come up with some strategies on how we could restructure and rebuild the structures in the various areas where we can really properly prepare in 2025, the upcoming election in 2025. So that is why I felt that there should be that convention. It's true that per our constitution, we don't really have that disposition that there must be a convention, National Council convention as per se, but the constitution stipulates that at least every year there must be like a meeting of National Council members that will sit and deliberate on the party.
If the constitution does not say that a constitution should hold, how do you do elections in the party? How do you choose party?
Oh, you mean about concerning elections? Yeah, yes. Concerning elections, I think we'll be coming towards that direction. It is true that I also was voted through that constitution. Yes. I was not the one that wrote the constitution. I emanated the constitution from my predecessor, Justice Ayapol Abine. And it is true, maybe within the context under which the constitution was drawn by then, the dispositions that were put in place by then reflected the context. I will not judge that. But when I inherited the constitution, I realized that there were some dispositions that needed to be amended. That is it. And that is why I always feel that as a Democrat, I'm a Democrat. I had a council meeting. I said, let us look into some of those dispositions where we can make it more democratic. And they are working on that. They are working on some of the amendments of the constitution where we could keep some of the dispositions where people can stand in for election and all the like. It is true there are dispositions for elections there, but the disposition for the elections are more concerned with the organ members, organ bureau members. That's members of the caucus, Congress, because in PAP the caucus is like a divisional head, the divisional level. The Congress is like the regional level, and then we have areas like the convention, municipal convention, that is like the subdivisional level, and we have the zonal and all the like. So elections into PAP at the national level, as per the constitution that I emanated, is through consultations. That is, if there is a disposition where a particular national member, it is a vacancy, what happens, the council members now can sit within, if there is no time limit, they can sit and decide that, okay, this is the disposition, who do we think will fit in this? And we give room for people who wish to. And then at the end of the day, the council members and the council of the wise members now decide now to put in who is fit and so on.
Now, the press release says that one of the objectives is to reuniting the party with its base, especially after so many years of disruption with the current crisis, the ongoing socio-political crisis rocking the Southwest and Northwest regions. You want to reunite with the base. Are delegates going to come from all the divisions of the Southwest and Northwest regions? There are delegates coming down from Yaoundé, Douala. Is that what we are expecting?
Yes. The convention is open. Yeah, we call them council members. That's why I use the word the National Council Convention.
Okay.
But now, if it was just for National Council, would have been limited only on National Council members. But now, when I use the word the National Council Convention, it means that what? It is open to all PAP members and their sympathizers, so that we'll be able now to reunite. There were members that when I took over, they were executive leaders that were existing that I never knew. Maybe but there was no way to restructure the bureau. Maybe the bureau has been existing, like in Manu, we have the BLM, we have Kupe Maninguba, we have Awing. We have so many areas where we have PAP bureau that were existing, but because of the crisis that have been rocking the area, it is difficult for the bureau members to even meet. We can't even see anybody for now. So the convention is in line with that, to bring everybody on board, and for there we have a one-on-one discussion and see how from there they can go back with that spirit of the spirit of the PAP spirit, to go back and see how they can continue with the initiative and the objective of the party in their various localities.
Okay. You want to remind the militants that PAP is back in full force. Was PAP sleeping?
Well, the PAP has never slept and will never sleep. As I earlier said, we have been very active in taking part in elections. Very active. We have been like a nightmare to the regime in place. Unfortunately, it is the crisis that erupted in 2016, 2017, when most of our targeted, or most of our executive militants, like the executive bureau members, were targeted, including even my predecessor, the former chairman, Justice Ayapo, who was taken from his home and locked up at the set for almost 8 months with no charges, later on released, and all the story that you are aware of. So it really paralyzed the activities of the party. In 2017, I was the organizing secretary of the party. So I was like the only person standing by then, because the secretary general by then was also a target. He had to quit from leave the country. That's very important. The vice president by then, Madam Anita, was also a target. Mr. Olympia Emmanuel was also a target. In fact, almost all PAP national executive members were targeted. Some of them were locked up, brutalized, and all the like. I myself, I was arrested twice in Yaoundé, but fortunately, I was released on time because I was accused of trying to organize an insurrection to demand the release of Justice Paul. So we have really suffered a lot in terms of as far as this crisis is concerned, and it really destabilized the structuring and the activities of the party. So throughout that period, we have been able, using those who were available in Yaoundé, Douala, and all the like, that were able to really continue with the party right to this period that we are. It has not been easy. I think it's something that I really need to appreciate those who have really been there for the party, that really believed in the ideology of the party from that 2017, while I was still the organizing secretary. Even after the release of Justice Aya, it was not still that easy. Many people were still very much afraid that they are targets. In 2019, the Justice Aya resigned, and the National Council meeting was held in Yaoundé, where I was voted. It was not still that easy, because many people that you contacted, I mean, by having militants, you can even contact somebody, say, hey, me like that, this one that, please don't bring me in, please don't bring me in. So I really want to say it has not been easy, but today, if PAP is like coming back and really be in the lips of so many people, and really they are talking about the party today, it is really, I really give kudos to all my people that stood by me, and I believe that they had the objective and the dream that one day the party is going to come back, and we are back. So it's a party that has gone through a lot of tribulations, trials, torments, and all the like. I want to thank God that I stood my grounds, and I gave a lot of spirit of encouragement to my guys that were with me, and it's to tell you that PAP is not it's a party and a force to reckon with.
Okay, if you are watching the program and you have a question for President Dennis, please put it through to me and I'll ask him. You want to rebuild, one of the reasons for the convention is to rebuild the party structures. What structures are going to be reconstructed?
Yes, when we talk about the party structures, we are talking about the organs, mostly the organs. Yes.
Are they not functional?
Yes, we have organs that are functional, and we have organs which are not functional. Yes, the bureau, especially at the level of, the Popular Action Party is a party that believes in bottom, top. That is it. So when the bottom is weak, it affects the top. So we want to implant and restructure the party from the bottom, from zonal level to right to the Congress level, which is the regional level. For some time, we have been working mostly with coordinators of the party in the various areas, where we just have like a temporal bureau, where we have some people that are just working as temporal bureau because of crises that have been affecting the area. So it's difficult to really, for members to really carry out an exposure of their activities. So this convention is to restructure the party from the base at all levels, in all the nooks and crannies of the country, especially in our bastion of support, from the base right to the top. So that is the restructuring. So that is the process of the restructuring which I am engaged in for the party. And even when I took over the leadership in 2019, my objective was to restructure the party and rebuild back the party and make the party come back as the days as it used to be, and even go beyond that. And I believe that as of now, the action speaks louder than words. Everybody is seeing what the PAP is doing now, and everybody is appreciating the activities of the PAP. And I'm sure we are gaining grounds, gradually getting to that objective. And that is why this convention now is going to seal the objective in which we have been working on, because we is going to give an opportunity for everyone who ever wish, because we are tired of receiving calls and text messages from WhatsApp. Mr. President, I am here. I am a former PAP member in Lebialem. I'm a former member in Kumba. I was there in this. So we are tired. The messages comes regularly, and with that, we can't satisfy everybody. We even have those in the diaspora. So with this convention, that's why in the communique, we are going to inform both the national and the international community that the convention is there. And it is through that convention that whosoever that was for PAP or wish to be for PAP, or have been for PAP, that platform will be given, and so forth.
Justice Ayapol Abine remains. He is the honorary president?
Yes, he's the honorary president.
Honorary president, are you planning this together? How much influence can we see that he has on what you're doing today? Well,
Justice Ayapol is an icon. He's an icon in Cameroon, in politics, in the justice system. He's an icon. I think he has created an indelible ink in the history of Cameroon in all aspects. He's someone that has been my mentor, and he's still my mentor, and he has inspired a lot of Cameroonians in his own domain, be it in politics and in the judicial domain. And we don't even need, again, he don't even need to be carrying out any action for his influence to be felt anywhere. He has already done that. He has already impacted it. I think those of us who were fortunate to be mentored by Justice Ayapol, we are the ones to carry on with his influence. He doesn't need, again, we don't need to go and meet him again and start telling him that, no, if the Njang is there today and we have all the other people in the Popular Action Party, Leonard and all the like, they got the inspiration also from Justice Aya. Justice Ayapol has already given us the mantle and has given us the blessings. So we are working with that blessing. I don't know how much blessing do we want again from him. I think he has given us enough. And if I always feel somewhere where I felt that I am blocked, I always go back and tap knowledge from him. He's always very, very accessible in Boya. So he has given us the go-ahead, and he has already given us his blessings. And okay, we'll continue with that blessing.
Hi, greetings. If you have a question for the president of the Popular Action Party, send the questions so that I put it through to him. Hi, greetings to you guys in the studio. It's Mazwa watching from Lebialem. Please, Mr. Kum, ask the national chairman that what is his vision for Lebialem, because I was the youth coordinator in Alu.
Good. I think that is why this convention is. I just gave you the information that we are tired of this person is here. That is why I said let's hold this convention to solve some of these problems where the former militants that were there, executive, will use such a forum or a medium to get to everybody who was who and who is what, or who was doing what. So the convention is coming up. Tell the youth that we meet in Boya. If he has whatever, he should come. And
but what is the vision you have for Lebialem?
And the convention is there.
It's going to be unveiled.
It's going to unveil. The vision we have for Lebialem has always been the vision that the party has always had for Lebialem. Lebialem is our stronghold. It's an area that we have a lot of respect on, and we can never leave Lebialem like that. The vision is that Lebialem needs to come back. We need to take the councils and the constituency. The national organizing secretary for PAP is a guy, Mr. Kangani Betram. He's from Lebialem. I think he's working hard to see how he can rebuild back the party's confidence in the BLM. It's an area that we can't just function without areas like the BLM. So, the youth leader, you are highly welcome. It will be my pleasure to see you in the convention in person, and we have a lot to exchange.
Now, before this convention, you made some appointments within the party ranks. No, I don't. Was it last week?
I think last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks. Okay. You did some appointments, and why did you not wait to do that after the convention? Was it very necessary, or you felt that you needed persons that would help you prepare and run the convention better?
No, I did just one appointment. I appointed I think I replaced the AG. That's the appointment. Yep. The other one was more of like a consultative.
There's the assistant. There's a communication.
Yeah, for the assistant secretary general and the secretary general, which were appointed as per the constitution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yes, I think because we also had other areas where we also had other people that were brought in the bureau, which were more on people that were proposed by the National Council and adopted by the Council of the Wise, which I only gave my visa, which has to do with the spokesperson, the communication secretary, public relations and spokesperson for the party. I think Mr. Prince Epie Ejide and Mr. Innocent Mr. Numbusi Innocent, who was validated by the Council of the Wise. I only gave my, but the one that the Constitution gave me the prerogatives to appoint is the Secretary General that I replaced. With I think Mr. Leonard Fabrice was replaced by Mr. Engineer Bane Elvis, who took over. I think if you can look, if you read the communique very well, I said the former Secretary General has been called on other duties within the party. I think it's just a strategic. It's a strategic appointment, in which it is best known to us and to me. It is more strategic. There is nothing attached to it. So we are the ones in the party. We master how the party functions, and we know what to do at what time. So everyone in the party has a lot to contribute for the success of the party. Okay. I think the former AG is still in the party, and we are still working together with whatever
maybe services are needed.
The services will be needed in other areas. If we sit, I think I meet with my the Council of National Council members and Council of the Wise members. With time, I think we are looking for other possibilities where we feel that the former AG could also render services for the party when the time comes and when need be. But for now, I think the party is faring very strong, and we have no issue as far as the upkeep of the party is concerned.
Now, tell me how prepared is the PAP for this convention? With how many delegates are coming in? How many days are we expecting the convention to run out there? And are the authorities aware? We know that at times we saw what is happening with the PCRN, where they want to organize, and maybe authorization issues.
No, I think we are mistaking something. A political party, it is incumbent for political parties to organize their meetings. And what do? They declare it. Okay. I think we should not misuse the law as far as holding political parties meetings are. You declare, informing the administration that you are holding it, maybe the meeting, and tell them the purpose of the meeting for security reasons. It is not an issue where they must authorize you. Yes, they can. Yes, where authorization comes, it has to do maybe with public manifestation, and even at that, they can still relocate where you can manifest. Those things are within the ambits of the law. So we are going to inform, or we declare it. It's normal. We must follow the law. We declare the meeting, but it's incumbent that as political parties, you don't need an authorization to hold your meeting for a legalized political party, but you have an obligation to inform the administration. So we should be clear on that. So we don't need to an authorization for an administrator to give us an authorization for a whole meeting. No, we have a meeting because it is stipulated. It's our constitutional right to hold a meeting or hold a convention as a political party and prepare our militants for election. And it's an obligation for us to declare it, which has to be done. So you are talking about a number of council members and other like conventional members. Well, we are working on an approximate number of maybe 1,000, from 700 to 1,000. That's what we are working, just an estimated number, because as I said, we are restructuring. So as of now, we have not yet really put those specified structures where we know that this number is coming from this region or from this subdivision. Because you imagine that we have people that were still under Justice Ayapol that were already had structures, but they were not functional because of the crisis. They will be, when they hear, they will be coming. We have those that during my regime since 2019, we have been working in the terrain together, and they have been giving me feedback. They also will be coming, and we have sympathizers. So it is difficult for you to really earmark the exact number. But when we have structures, we'll be able to know that. If in Lebi Alem is having 3 subdivisions, we know that, okay, from Alo, this is the number that is coming. From Menji, this is the number that is coming. From Wabane, this is the number that is coming, because we already have structures. Likewise in Manu, likewise in Mezam, likewise in Bans, because I had a call from someone from Kumbu that he has heard about it, that at least they will do everything possible to make sure that they leave Kumbu and come for the convention. I don't know those also who are also preparing, maybe in Bafut. I don't know those who are preparing in Santa. I don't know those who are preparing even in Marwa, because we have militants in Marwa, coordinators in Marwa, and so forth. And I also had another call from Kribi. Somebody asked, we are heard about the convention, who can we link to guide us more in Kribi? I said, when you put up for the... So you see, we have militants who are really willing to structure the party. It is through that convention where we are going to meet and put down some objectives and policies and mechanisms on how, when they go back, they will be able now to... We now identify those who are where and how.
How involved is the party with the civil society, Cameroon civil society today? Well,
we have been working together with the Cameroon civil society. It's just that at times our civil society, they have never really had a particular stand or as per se for politics. You meet a particular civil, I am of the civil society, I don't want to engage in politics, I am still on the civil society. You find some civil society today, they are endorsing a particular party, tomorrow they are for... So it is difficult, and you still find some civil society criticizing opposition again. So you don't even know which of the civil societies that you can really, because the highest people who are really hitting hard on the opposition are the so-called members of the civil society. They hit hard more on the opposition. Tomorrow they are hitting on the opposition. Today, so I mean, it is. We are not saying that they should be partisan, because we say that they are political. But at a particular moment, all civil society have their objective. If you see that the political party is in line with their objective, you give you endorse it, the party. But our civil society, it seems majority of people who claim that of the civil society are waiting for the highest bidder to come and see them and said, okay, I lend out of the civil society and join my party. I think they're just preparing that when you are the highest bidder, you have the means, you meet them and you do some negotiations and they see how if they can endorse you or they don't endorse you and all the like. For which civil society actors are those that really matters when it comes to change in the country. They are the ones that brought change in Mali one time, in Burkina Faso, members of the civil society. That is it. So I think it is a clarion call that members of the civil society should identify where, if it's for PAP, they said PAP, yes, we love what people are doing. I think we are going to endorse what people are doing, and we are watching you, whenever you need our support, count on us. Good. But it's difficult for me now to go to any civil society and really identify if this one is for opposition or the civil, because they are just there.
But at least, are you working with some of them?
They criticize. Yes, I have some individuals that are really appreciating what we are doing. I want to really appreciate the work of Apostle Ambe. He's one of the great civil society leaders that he has been very inspirational to Cameroonians, the youths, and I love his stand. If it's not moving, it's not moving, it's moving, it's moving. And we have so many of them, but I think Apostle Ambe has been very outstanding for me, for now. Maybe with time, others will really be convincing.
Okay, I'll read some of the messages there.
It's okay.
I hope
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I hope you react to some of them.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Let us also give opportunity for the audience to feel listened to. Okay, Mr. President, PAP President, why can your party not merge with the SDF to form a strong force against the CPDM party? That is one. This one says, good evening, Mr. Liu. Could you please tell party leaders to stop being selfish but strategize on a coalition? This is so upsetting. Stop giving the CPDM added advantage, okay? Good evening, Mr. Liu. Wonderful program. Please ask the PAP that why is the party limited but in some regions? Okay, greetings to His Excellency and you to Mr. Liu. Please, I wish to appreciate the idea of the PAP president denying coalition but working in alliance with other parties. This can still work harder than coalition if others can be on same ideology as him. This is Modest writing from Bomenda. Hi, greetings to you, Mr. KUM, and greetings especially to the PAP president. Please, a question to the president. How do I join the PAP party or get in touch with its members? I'm Chotun Tomban in Douala. It's a party with a great future and youth are building. Thanks, okay? Hi, Mr. Liu. It's Nubofe Desmond from Simbok Yaoundé. Most of the parties don't even have the resources, but many persons are they really want to see you guys work together. And I'm not sure you've said that you are not ready to work. You've even cited examples of parties that you are currently working with.
Well, I did not use the statement that I never made a statement that it's not good to form a coalition. But I say within the context of that word coalition, it will be difficult because we parties have different ideologies. Okay, good. If I now am going for a coalition with, for example, CRM, and CRM is not in line with my ideology, maybe all, let me say PCRN or any other political party, they might have a different ideology than I. The fact that we are all of the opposition is true. All of us want to bring the. If I'm a federalist and you are not a federalist, it becomes a problem. I will not be able to. That's why I use a statement that it's good that we form an alliance. We are working on alliance. And again, when you talk of coalition of opposition, who are the opposition in Cameroon? That is the question that I'm still asking. No, who are the parties that we can identify as opposition? Because we have parties that we know as opposition, but their highest target are also opposition. We hardly see them criticizing the regime. All what they focus on is hitting out on another opposition. So where do those parties stand? How do you think we can identify such? I think I said PAP has been working with an alliance. We have the alliance with CPP of Kawala. We have created alliance with we have been a present alliance with the party of Sidiki, the MPSA of Sidiki. We have had so many alliances with when I talk about alliance, means that what coming on a particular, working on a particular platform, on a particular project that will come together, and that is it. That we think we can work together on this. If we think we can work together on this, we think. So that alliance, to me, that is how I feel. If we feel that we can work on this particular project and it works for yours, and so good. For example, during the presidential or municipal and parliamentary election, when I say I'm an alliance, the MPSA, I can say, okay, all PAP members, a PAP cannot be that influential in the Grand North like the MPSA of Sidiki. I can say, okay, all PAP members who cannot maybe come down, and I cannot really put in candidates for parliamentary and municipal in the Grand North, and I realize that Sidiki's party has a huge number of militants in the Grand North. And what happened? I will tell my PAP militants to vote any candidate standing in for Sidiki's party. Likewise, he also will tell his militants in my own zone, my own bastion of support, where his militants are, to vote my own. That's what we call the alliance. That's the alliance that I'm looking at. We can work on a common platform like that. Now, even at the level of the presidential candidate, we must not come in for a coalition. We can work on a common alliance. If I said I'm working, I want to PAP, I'm a candidate for PAP, and I want to work with Professor Maurice Kamto, we have a common platform that we think we can work together as an alliance. But that will not stop the fact that if I want to present my party candidate, I will not go ahead. But there's a common platform that we said, okay, let us be working on this, let us be working on this. It can happen that at a particular moment we realize that it is going on. One person can say, okay, good, I think at this juncture it is going, I give you my vote.
Now, you say you are not very comfortable with the word coalition, yes, but you are ready to go in for an alliance. But when will this happen? Don't you think that
it's already on the background? It's already in the background. Many parties are working on alliance together.
But this is what we've been hearing for the past 3 years.
No, it is working. It is working. It is working. It is just that some people feel that because A is not in this, means that the opposition is not working. I must not be, SDM must not be there, PAP must not be there. If 3 opposition parties or 2 come together, and is that not a coalition alliance?
But where are they?
But they are existing. I saw there are some opposition parties that have endorsed the CRM. Are they not opposition parties?
Which parties? Which parties?
But they say there are some opposition parties that have
we had that information, and when I had a program here, many of the opposition parties came to debunk it. They said we made declarations that we were open and ready for a coalition, only for us to be told that we are already into one.
No, but there are few that debunk, but there are the others that did not debunk. I'm sure they are working towards that.
Like which party?
I don't know, but I think you need to verify and call a CRM communicator. You'll be able to tell that they are parties, or maybe they could be keeping it somehow, maybe with time, because it's another political strategy. It's not even good to start exposing your alliance. If not, the regime will start buying them over to bring confusion in your rank. So to me, it's a strategy. I prefer that all opposition parties, if you are working in any alliance or any coalition, keep it secret. Don't release it to the media, because CPDM is moving everywhere like a moving lion to devour what
will it help to say that we are telling Cameroonians that we are into a coalition when the electorates are already convened for elections? Because at that time, people would not be able to register.
Look, Mr. Leo, this aspect is another aspect where I think it's a regime tool, weapon that they use to like discourage Cameroonians. This aspect of a coalition and a coalition. Cameroonians, you people have been listening to parties that have been very consistent as far as the opposition is concerned. There is no mechanism that says, if you don't into an alliance or in the coalition, where does it situate? Where does it situate? If you have many political, we have many. Do you know there are some countries where we have a good electoral code, where we have independent candidates that win elections? I hope you know that. There are countries where independent candidates win an election without even having a political platform. We have this man. Macron went into election and won without even a political platform. He had no political platform, he had no parliament, he had no alliance. He was an independent candidate, but he won. I think one time Yayi Boni, the opposition, one time Benin won the elections as an independent candidate. What is all this issue of forming alliance? If you have the prowess and you are projected to Cameroonians that you are for them, and you have won the minds of the Cameroonians with a good project and your consistency, why? What stops? Must CRM form a coalition before they will prove to Cameroonians that they are strong? Why is it that this aspect of coalition is only being preached by the CPDM, telling people that people must go in for coalition? Why is that the opposition cannot come together? Why is that the opposition cannot come together? What is it? What is the hidden secret behind this aspect of CPDM always?
It is a population that you've read. Are you saying that
the population are just being manipulated by what they hear?
Are you saying that the CPDM militants are writing this?
Some of them. I'm saying that is the impression that they are giving Cameroonians, that if the opposition don't come together, it means that they are not united and they cannot. No, it must not be like that.
Are you going to run for municipal and parliamentary elections?
Yes.
In the central region.
Yes, we have candidates that are have opted for that. But we are looking. The only problem with the central region is the list system. That's what is trying to paralyze us, meaning that when I talk about the center, I'm trying to focus only on the Fundi, the other Nsungkikang and so on. That area is an area that is more a little bit complicated. When I talk about the Fundi, Yaoundé, so
1, 2, 3,
so it's right to 7. So for the parliamentary, it's difficult for you to send a single list. So you must have a list system. All the 7 you must send. That is it. So that one makes so difficult with the 3 million francs cushion. You know what it means times 7. Which you have to have the alternate, the substantive candidate, and the alternate. So you know what that means. So at times very difficult. But we are going to go in for the municipal. I think we are working with some people in Yaoundé 4, Yaoundé 5, and Yaoundé 6. That is it. We are working on that.
Now, how is the candidate that is going to represent your party going to be chosen? Because you see, after the convention, Cameroonians are going to know the presidential flag bearer for the party. What mechanism is going to...
Anyway, it is true you have asked the question, but that question I think is more of like an internal issue. The selection of the candidate. That one is more of something internal within the parties. Is an internal issue within the party. Who the criteria and who is best fit and all. Those ones are mostly discussed within the party. I think if you like to be invited
I should send my reporter.
You'll be a reporter when we are in the session like that. I think that will even be done the eve of the convention. Yes, it will be done at the eve of the convention to mark who the party is going to send as representative to represent the party in the next presidential election.
Okay. You say finally re-engage militants and sympathizers to massively register on the electoral list in preparation for upcoming elections in 2025. Why do you believe so much in this process when we have some civil society organizations and some political party leaders who do not believe in elections?
Well, I think everybody is entitled to what he believes or does not believe. I am a political leader, and I know that anybody who is in politics and who leads a political party, their main objective is to conquer power and to conquer political institutions through elections. So if you are not for that, then I doubt why you are into politics. Politics is about competition, and if you are not going for any competition to take power, then you are far from that objective of being into politics. But the civil society, other civil society, well, I'm yet to know which of those who are clamoring that there is no need for an election. Maybe they have a reason for that. I will not dive into that, but thank God they are of the civil society. In civil society, it depends on the objective of the civil society. Maybe there are those civil society who are political, they don't want to do anything about politics. So it depends on them. But as a political figure and a politician, elections are primordial for a political party. And without election, then there is no need. So we are really prepared. We have been working hard since, as I told you. We have been, despite all the obstacles, the hurdles that we've experienced, till date, we are still standing. And in 2025, there will be a lot that many Cameroonians are still yet to discover from the PAP.
The PAP is a party that has been on the ground working and now planning for its convention. And some people are wondering, where are they getting money from? How do you run the party? How do you respond?
It's a very good question. I myself, as a president, I ask, how are we doing? How are we doing? Because the way things are just going, it's just by the grace of God. It's true. Since 2017, when Justice Aya I was organizing secretary and he was locked up. I was like the lone person, main leader for the party, and by God's grace, my little resources by then, I started galvanizing and putting in for the party. I can say since that 2017, right to 18, the party stopped having subventions in 2018 because it's after elections. If you don't participate in elections, you will not have subvention. They start calculating your output in the election. That's what determines how much you get for the subvention. So let me say, since my leadership, 80% of finances for the party comes from my pocket. Yeah, but I want to thank God that of recent, let me see, as of last year, God started blessing some of my close collaborators. That's why they say, no, Prezi, we have overtried. Let us see how we can be helping in one or two ways. But I bet you that 70 to 80% of the party's finances is coming from me.
And how do you intend to go for elections? Because going for elections will require so much money, both at the municipal, parliamentary, especially the presidential elections. I
think politics is like marketing yourself.
Okay.
What we were doing was to market what we have the objective, to market our ideology. And I believe that many people have really reached to us, because in politics, the members are the ones that make up the finances. All this while we're marketing our party. And throughout this process of marketing, we have had many people who have really been like, we are coming in. When the time comes, we'll come in. So I believe that by 2025, with a level of exposure that we're giving to majority of Cameroonians, many people will come and say, this time around, let's put in something for this party. Because for some time now, many people are so skeptical about this aspect of opposition party and all the like, said, because they have had experiences of supporting some opposition at the end, they felt that they have been disappointed. So when we came on and said, at times you call somebody and said, please, give us even 50,000. Hey, tomorrow you could just be doing things. Let me be watching. Let me be observing. I'm still observing you people. So I don't blame those people. God has been helping us. And I believe that by 2025, with the level of exposure that we're giving to the Cameroonians, we are going to have people that will come in, not only with finances, they are coming to add value in all aspects, in the growth, for the growth of the party. All aspects, their expertise and all the like. So by 2025, we have so many people that have really admired us, and they'll be coming, and they'll come with the finances.
2025 is not far.
Yes, it's not far. It's not far. 2025 is not far. And in politics, even 1 minute, still time.
But the bulk of the work is supposed
to
be done.
No, we have done it a lot. That's why I'm saying that 2025 is not far. That's why I'm saying that in politics, even 1 minute is still enough time. So meaning that 2025, which is said is not far, we know the workload that we have covered. And we know that we still know that we are still aware of the challenges which we have ahead. For now, the only thing about PAP, for now, that I feel is the only major challenge is the finance. If we have finances, as per se, that we could cover as many territories that we could cover, I bet you, I will not be calling on CPDM, because I will be calling the other parties, because for me, CPDM is in the past.
So you can comfortably beat
we can beat it at any given election, at any given election, if the resources are there, despite the influence that they have on the state. If the resources are there, I will confidentially tell you that CPDM is in the past in every given election, in any area that PAP will stand.
Why don't you see the CPDM as a party you could partner with?
Well, I want to say something about the one thing about one thing about PAP is that when I use CPDM as a party, I have not targeted individuals.
Okay.
Yes, there is a difference between the party and members of the CPDM. Yes, we can collaborate, of course, with members. Some members who are very objective of the party. Yes, there are members of the party that are very objective. They are even more dynamic and flexible than some so-called opposition leaders. I mean members. But the CPDM as a party, well, that is where there is a problem, because the party has compelled the thoughts of some of its members. The thought. At times you see some CPDM people that you meet, and in the back scene, they have something else to tell you. When they come in front, you see them dancing, singing the song that at times the song is not coming from their mind, from their heart. So we have very credible and flexible members within the CPDM that when the time comes and they feel that they want to work with us and we can work with them, we work with them based on their thoughts and their ideology and what they stand for. That is it. But as the past per se, but if they feel that they want to carry the mantle or carry the loin of CPDM or the aspect, the the posture of the CPDM to stand PAP. No, he won't go.
Now, you are struggling to revamp and give pump and fire to the PAP, especially in the southwest and northwest regions, which constitute your bastion. How often do you go to meet the militants down there in the northwest and the southwest region?
Thank you very much, Mr. Liu. That's a very good question. I think we are the few, I can say just one or two, very few, I can't count up to two, political party that is always in touch with its people, irrespective of the crisis that has been taking that region. I've gone in person with my former AG and we ordered some militants, I think, that accompany me. We have gone to areas where you won't believe. You won't believe. Because of security reasons, I said no images for now. No images should be shown for security reasons. But we've gone to areas and we have met the people. We've talked with the people. You know, when this crisis started, Justice Aya's son, Aya Bine, good. We were very working in close collaboration with the party. He even came up with the idea of the humanitarian stuff and formed the Aya Foundation, because one of our principal objectives was to use the humanitarian approach to get to our people. So through that method, we have been able to really touch all the areas through that humanitarian approach. Almost all the years. In 2017, 18, 19, of recent I was in one area locality where I organized an interquarter where everybody, the match was really, I mean, I enjoyed the euphoria reigning there, despite the insecurity that was there. But the people that we met, we preached to them, we told them our objective, and they knew that this is our objective. I have gone right to Balingam village, the village of my former AG, Leonard, where the palace was attacked. We went right there, we saw the reality on the terrain. We are going right to Kumba where children were killed, and we went and sympathized with the family. I want to appreciate the flexibility and dynamism of the Lord Mayor of Kumba Council, Muele. At the time? No, he's present. I think that's the president.
Okay, you're talking about the city mayor?
Yeah, the city mayor.
Okay.
Something like, I've forgotten the name. Yeah, but Maimo, something like that. He's a very flexible man. He gave us a lot, he facilitated our stay in Kumba, and we're able to meet with those children that were attacked and all that. I have gone right to Ekondo Titi. I've gone to Ekondo Titi, where I met with some people that were concerning the issues of those delegates that were kidnapped, to face some of the reality. I've gone to Manu. So there are many areas that we've touched to really face the reality, and maybe use by the humanitarian approach, because we were not going under the cavities, which were not really the best at that time. But in the back of their mind, the people know that these are what politicians that really have something good for the country and really have something good for, as far as this crisis is concerned, to put an end to the crisis. They were very, very much aware. Even the boys that we said their voices, we met them, we talked and on the light, and they understood our stand, and there was no problem. They are Cameroonians, they gave their plight. We said, okay, the only thing we can do, you cannot speak, we'll come on the platform and tell the nation why you people are into that. And they say, yes, President, go there and say that's why. And so good. So at that level, I had to give them my own opinion in the manner where they will also understand the need that to embrace peace. I tried my own level, but I don't have the final. I'm not the one to do the final, to have the final say. What is
the society project the PAP has for Cameroon?
The projects are enormous. I think that has to do with the manifesto. We have a manifesto. If I want to unveil our manifesto, I don't know if our program here will
no, we can just touch, because we are already out of time. It's already 9 p.m. Yeah.
Okay, good. I think our manifesto, the societal issues we have to do with, we have touched the health, education, the judiciary and all the like. But I think to give a rundown of our project for the society as far as health and education is concerned, I think we are looking at an approach where we are going to empower the school like the primary sector more to be managed at the local municipalities to handle the primary, and even likewise even the secondary, the federal, the states, so that at that level there will be that real touch the reality of what is centralized.
Your bastion is the southwest and northwest regions of Cameroon, and you have engaged them severally using other means, like you just explained, and you are going for elections in these two regions next year.
Not just two regions in the entire nation. No, but our bastion of support is
yes. I want us to talk about these two regions. What are you telling them is going to be the strategy that you would implement to fix the problems that are currently going on there?
Good. I think our approach all this while has already given a knowledge of how we are going to handle the Anglophone problem. You know, there is a difference between the Anglophone problem and the Anglophone crisis. Okay. The crisis which is plaguing is as a result of a wrong approach to solve the Anglophone problem. So the crisis that we are facing today is a consequence of a poor management of the Anglophone problem. And the Anglophone problem is what? Is historical. It's a historical stuff which has to do with marginalization. I think with our federalist approach, with giving power back to the people, which we felt that an Anglophone by virtue of culture and education and even historical, an Anglophone person wants to manage its affairs. It don't have to do with this centralized, hyper-centralization, this bureaucratic way of leadership. An Anglophone person is not used to that. So with our approach, because an Anglophone is political, when you touch the political approach, you touch all the sectors. You cannot go and earmark education, earmark health, earmark judiciary, because with that approach of giving power back to the people and all those institutions that I have just highlighted, the manner of it, the people will feel it. The people will have a say. The bottom to top approach which we are trying to give, people will know that they will feel belonged. They will feel belong. So in our approach, we are for a complete federation where the power will really be given to the hands of the people, where the people will feel belong, the people will feel that they have that autonomy of managing their things without appointing issues of duos, controlling elected, or appointing appointing people to override elected representative. Okay. Where a GO will be controlling a mayor, a governor will be controlling an elected executive, which is elected governor. No, that's not the type of. So we want power to be given to the elected representatives. Let people choose their people, and the power is given to the people, and they decide the future and the destiny of what they want for themselves.
Good to see you in the studio. The president knows well that his party is not covering all the national territory and is refusing coalition, at the same time targeting presidential. How will they succeed? Christian is writing from Bomenda. Good evening, Mr. Liu. The regime in power has a strategy which will be difficult to break through, made Cameroonians to be very poor so as to deceive them with bags of salt during campaigns, promote and favor only those who function either directly or indirectly with them, allow many political parties to be formed so as to reduce the chances of other parties. Note, opposition parties should unite and form one supranational party with one love's candidates. Do real groundwork. Joseph is writing from DOP. Good evening, Mr. Liu. This cacophony is again like in 2018 until Bia wins again. The oppositions are not mature enough. What Cameroonians need now is a coalition of real opposition parties. With this misunderstanding, CPDM will still win, and after 2025, they start singing again after the elections until 2032 again, where they will resume talking same issues again. If there are no coalitions, a person like me, I will not vote. Thought I have, okay, you meant do, I've registered. Thanks. John Desiree is writing from Yaoundé. Good evening out there. I'm very interested in this program, but we really need a good opposition parties who are serious, and the electoral code should be changed. We should know the winner for at least 48 hours. Rising from Adamawa region. Okay. Now, Mr. President of PAP, we are out of time. Certainly, you have one last word to our tele viewers, but many persons are still very focused on seeing you guys work together, and they are doubtful. They want, it is true, you said not everybody can come together, but what stops 3 at least to come and then tell persons that the 3 of us are going, you can trust that we will deliver?
Like I earlier said, I said they are not against a coalition, but I feel that alliance is more preferable because I said people are just talking about coalition. I don't know the program of PCRN. PCRN might have not known my own program. If we can meet that, we are trying to form a coalition. Everybody has his own agenda as far as a project of the country is concerned. Maybe I have not read the project of the PCRN or that of CRM. They are not there. They are here to also digest. What if I insist that I want for a loose federation, and you are another opposition, you say no, you will like the decentralization in your project? Now how is the coalition going to go?
Yeah, but
that's it.
It's in the process of discussion.
That's why I'm saying that we form an alliance and we'll see how we can work on a common platform. I said, okay, good. In this alliance, this is what we can all agree on. And I said in that alliance, there are parties that are already working on the background. I'm sure that when the time comes, they'll work on the alliance. Why are we only insisting only in Cameroon that there must be a coalition? There are many countries if we had a good electoral code, all these things, because our electoral code is very poor and it has designed in such a manner that it is already, like the CBN is already winning ahead of time. Cameroonians should rather be fighting that. Let's build a strong electoral code.
But we've seen coalitions work in other countries.
I don't know. Then you tell me one. I don't know. I don't know.
It was a very strong coalition that brought the former president of Nigeria to power, Buhari.
Good. No,
it was a very strong coalition
that one was not a coalition. It was a formation of political parties that decided to form a particular party.
A super party like what somebody
like super party. Good. Of course, if that be the case, I don't know. It is a process. I think that process should not be something that Cameroonians should see it as a weakness. If you don't form a coalition, doesn't mean the opposition is weak. When you force at a coalition on what we don't have something in common to agree, to those who are hanging that there must be a coalition, are those that are rather giving CPDM the opportunity to use that as a factor to rig. Why must you only go for a coalition before you win? CRM or any other political party can still win without forming a coalition, but they can form alliances or political parties where we have a common objective to support each other.
Okay.
Because, as I repeat, I am for a coalition, but now within the context of Cameroon, we have so many opposition parties that they are, or the opposition, but most of them are pro-regime. It's difficult to even see them. Most of them spend their time criticizing the opposition. So are you telling me to go and join an opposition party that spends its time criticizing another opposition? And so you see that's where the problem is. Okay. I think that what Cameroonians need to focus on, they are the ones to evaluate which party are they really working on, that they think that they can function and we can vote this party.
Okay.
But we are going to work with an alliance. And like I said, we are already in an alliance with the MPASC of Nsungkikang in the north. And with time, we are already having a good working relationship, even with the CRM. So nothing stops us that at the particular moment we can still form a strong alliance and stand for the regime, against the regime.
Good evening, Mr. Leo. Please ask Mr. President, where is PAP head office in Yaoundé? I'd like to join the party. Just get to me after the program. I'll share their numbers with you. Thank you, Mr. Jantabe Denis, National President of the Popular Action Party, coming all the way from Yaoundé to be part of tonight's edition of Prime R, and also announcing that there is going to be a National Council Convention in Boya on the 21st and 22nd of June 2024, and that convention is going to present to the world the presidential candidate, flag bearer for the PAP, so that we know and start working towards that. Thank you for coming, sir.
Yeah, welcome. It's my pleasure, and I'm very, very happy and pleased to be here. Once more, good greetings to all my PAP militants and sympathizers all over the national territory.
We want to thank you all who took time off to watch tonight's edition of Prime R, and we hope that you have a splendid night. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.